The mother of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin took the witness stand in court this morning, as did his brother. ABC's Matt Gutman has the latest at the courthouse in Sanford, Florida. Good morning to you, Matt.
Good morning, Lara. Trayvon Martin's mother has been on the stand twice already this morning. There were no tears, and she stoically seemed to defend herself against the defense's questions about whether or not she actually heard her son screaming in that now infamous 911 call. This morning, 17 months after her son was shot, Trayvon Martin's mother on the stand. Sabrina Fulton asked to listen to this 911 tape from that night.
Was just someone screaming outside?
Ma'am, that screaming or yelling, do you recognize that?
Yes.
And who do you recognize that to be, ma'am?
Trayvon Benjamin Martin.
And then Martin's brother on the stand. Under cross-examination, he was unsure whether it was his brother screaming for help.
We're not as certain that it was your brother's voice when you first heard it, though, correct?
Correct.
That contradiction aside, for the past 2 weeks, the prosecution has punctuated its case with emotion.
Punks. These they always get away. Those were the words in that grown man's mouth.
Did not shoot Trayvon Martin because he had to. He shot him for the worst of all reasons, because he wanted to.
And then chipping away at Zimmerman's credibility, catching him in what seemed an open lie Wednesday, his college law instructor admitting he taught Zimmerman's class about Florida self-defense laws.
Did you discuss specifically self-defense and stand your ground laws in the connection of violent crimes such as murder?
Yes.
Just a day earlier, jurors watched Zimmerman saying the exact opposite in a Fox News interview.
And I was just curious, prior to this night, this incident, had you even heard Stand Your Ground?
No, sir.
You'd never heard about it before?
No.
Jurors also heard testimony from Rachel Gentile, Martin's friend, on the phone with him just moments before he was killed.
You said the man looked creepy.
Creepy white.
Okay.
Excuse my language, cracker.
She seemed to establish that Martin was scared that night, but defense attorney Don West going after her credibility.
Can you read any of the words on it?
I don't understand. Curses. I don't read curses.
Lara, I've been speaking with the defense, and their strategy is going to be to shoot holes in the prosecution's case. They don't have to prove that George Zimmerman did not commit second-degree murder. All they have to do is insert enough reasonable doubt in the minds of those 6 jurors, and George Zimmerman walks free. Lara?
All right, thank you, Matt. Reasonable doubt. And we welcome Judge Marianne Gunn, host of Last Shot with Judge Gunn. She is a former circuit court judge in Arkansas. And Judge Gunn, I want to ask you, as we wrap up, do you think the prosecution has made its case?
No, I don't. I don't think anybody thinks the prosecution has made their case on murder 2. They should dismiss the charges on murder 2. Their best chance is the manslaughter.
We're going to hear Trayvon's mom take the stand today. Will her testimony carry any weight? Could that change things?
I think her testimony could change things regarding the manslaughter charges. I don't think her testimony is going to change anything on the murder 2. I think the prosecution is going through the motions when it comes to that charge. And most of their witnesses have been for the defense. I mean, they've been much better for the defense. And Trayvon Martin's mama is a sweet, gentle lady. And the defense is going to have to be very, very careful with her and gentle with her. But they're going to have to be firm.
You're saying they haven't done a good job with the murder 2 charge. Do you honestly think they'll consider dismissing this or going for the lesser charge?
I don't think the prosecution will. I think they should. The judge might. At the conclusion of the prosecution's case, the defense attorney will make a motion to dismiss, I believe, the murder 2 charges. And then the judge, who's a great lady, has a very tight ship, and I think she might dismiss the murder 2 charges and let it go to the jury, or at least let the defense put on their case for the manslaughter case.
Looking ahead, do you think it would seem to be very, very risky at this point, given what you're saying, to put Zimmerman on the stand? Do you think they will?
You know, if you don't talk, you don't walk. normally, if you are a criminal defendant. But Zimmerman has already, in a sense, testified through the tapes. And so I probably would put him on the stand to say, I didn't do it, because I think the jury wants to hear that. Nobody likes George Zimmerman, and I think the jury wants to hear him say what happened that night, because he's the only survivor. Whether the defense decides to take that incredible risk, and it is, remains to be seen.
All right, Judge Gunn, thank you very, very much. We'll find out as Trayvon Martin's mother takes the stand today.